WRPB and WRPB Studios. You know, normally when I invite people on, I like to have them bring their product into the studio. In this case, it's not going to happen. Trust me when I tell you. With me is Nicole Rivera from Bubble Truck Treasure Coast.
That's correct.
When you get old, it's like trying to
I know.
remember the stuff. I got to get it out in the beginning. All right. What is Bubble Truck?
Well, Bubble Truck is a mobile foam party truck.
Okay.
Yes.
Why'd you get into this?
Oh, I got into this because I love to entertain. I really do. I used to work in healthcare
Okay.
and was looking for something different. Got a little burnout and I wanted to try something new. I wanted to love my job.
Right. I get it.
And I found a sponsored ad for Bubble Truck of South Florida, and I reached out to the owner of the franchise and started from there. I was ready.
So, let me see if I get this right. So, in order to start this franchise, besides the franchise basic stuff that you do, you have a specialized truck,
Correct. Yes.
right? It's not a car that you. It's a truck.
It's not. It's a pickup truck, and it's decked out in decals, and I have two bubble machines attached to the side of the truck. The wings go out. I flip a switch, and it creates mountains and mountains of bubble foam.
Okay, so because these are things that I need to know, okay? Because some of us want to know stuff.
Yes.
Okay, so some of the stuff I want to know is when I think of bubbles, I think of a bubble bath,
Right.
but that's soap,
Correct.
and that gets in your eyes and that burns.
Correct. We're not a soap.
Okay.
We are a special powder, and when mixed with water, it creates foam bubbles. Our solution is tear-free. We're hypoallergenic.
Non-toxic.
We're non-toxic, safe for the environment, people, and pets. And folks are just blown away by that. Like, how are you able to create mountains of foam and it's not a soap?
So the next thing that I need to know is you pull the truck up,
Yes.
hopefully not in someone's house, okay?
That's been a request.
Has it?
That has been a request, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you pull up in someone's yard, I guess.
We operate at the end of the driveway. We only require a 20 by 20 space. We can go in your backyard as long as we can pull the truck in and out safely. Usually, but again, at the end of the driveway, on the driveway, in grass, concrete. It doesn't create a slippery surface. We do events, birthday parties, gender reveals, anniversary parties.
So back to where I was going with this, you make all these bubbles, and then do they go away?
They do dissipate, and it's not just bubbles we create. We also entertain the kids for the full hour
Okay.
that we're at the birthday party. So we make world's largest bubble making with the kids. We do the suction cup axe throwing, which the axes are made of foam. It's
Okay.
very safe. I have to mention that to our parents. We do the unicorn sauce, we call it, which is a mixture of the cornstarch powder with a bucket of water so the kids can play with the squirt guns.
Okay.
And we play music. So it's non-stop entertainment for the full hour.
All right, so, okay, now you're getting to a point. So my kid is going to have a birthday party. I call you up.
Yes.
Is it just 1 hour? Is that how?
It's booked by the hour. You do have
Okay.
the option to book for the additional 30 minutes or additional hour. We can do as many hours as you'd like. Each additional hour is discounted. We offer a special discounted price for each additional hour. We do special pricing for our churches, schools, and events. So it is booked mainly by the hour, but everybody has the option to book an additional hour if needed.
Well, I'm going to think, because we're just putting this to kids for a moment, but I'm sure that adults are just as.
Adults love this too. Yes. We also do glow parties at night.
Okay.
And that's probably one of my favorites. Is the glow parties are my absolute favorites.
Which is?
It's the foam glows in the dark. So I add a special UV solution to the barrel of water with the bubble solution. And I hook up my UV lights and the party starts. The foam comes out and it's just glowing and it fills up a whole area. It's a lot of fun. Most of those are for older children and some adults. They'll do like 80s parties, 90s parties, theme parties especially.
Okay, so I call you up and say, my kid's having a party. If I say my kid's having a party, the kid's not a kid anymore, but over and above that, I say my kid's having a party. What's your time frame? I mean, do I need to give you a 1 day notice, a week notice?
There are instances where we do have open availability up to the very last few days. Our window for booking closes out in 48 hours. But if something comes up last minute, sometimes I'm able to squeeze people in. But I recommend people book between 3 weeks to 4 weeks before their party.
So my next question is, what I feel, because I'm in the entertainment industry, is that not a negative, but it's a drain. It's work for you.
It is, yes.
How many parties can you do in a day?
Tops, I can usually do between 4 and 5 parties a day if they are local parties.
Right,
My
'cause-
territory, yes, my territory is pretty large. I operate from Brevard County, all the way down to Palm Beach County. That's my territory. Everything in between.
Wow, and that's a lot.
It's a
And
lot.
And if you have to drive, it's going to take you an hour to get to another party.
Correct,
And
yes.
who knows with traffic today what the story is.
Yes.
So is this like a regular sized pickup truck?
It is. It's a regular Chevy Colorado. It's all white. And it has all my bubble decals on it. So kids see me pulling up from a mile away and they're chanting bubble truck. And that's probably the best part of my job.
Okay, so what I find interesting, and would people, the philosophy for me is, if you're an entrepreneur, you're a little crazy. And if you're an entrepreneur with a brick and mortar, you're even more crazy. And if you're an entrepreneur in the food industry, you're totally crazy. Now, you don't have a brick and mortar, but you have a vehicle which is like a brick and mortar, meaning you have insurance,
Correct.
you have, and I'm just going to say, you have a car payment, basically.
Yes, I do.
Okay, equipment payment. It's not like you're pulling a camera out of your trunk and taking pictures. Okay, you got a full setup to deal. Did you get support, family support, when you said that hey, I came with this crazy idea. What do you think? Did you get family support?
I did. I came to my husband with this idea of buying into the franchise. And, I'm more of a risk taker than he is. And he had to look at the logistics and the numbers and make sure everything was adding up correctly, because I would be leaving my job. I would have to take a step back, and this would be my baby. It would be me. I'm owner operator, and this is all me. But going back and forth, I have had tremendous support from my family, especially my husband.
I don't think an entrepreneur can make it without support.
I agree.
Okay, I think, like, my mom was older when I got into this, so she wasn't technically advanced, and she's never seen any, well, she's passed away, but I'd never seen any of my shows. But I got other support, okay? I got support. My wife today lived in Indiana. She listened to my show. That's how we met. Her mom was in Canada. She was listening. So I got that support.
Right.
But I did get a lot of, don't be stupid.
Correct, yes.
Get a real job. This is a pipe dream. And the more they said it, the more focused I was. And I was making a lot of money in real estate. So I've done commercial real estate for 30-something years. But this was now a mission. And I was on a mission. So much so that I gave up my car and drove an electric skateboard scooter.
Wow.
Okay? To make what everybody thought was foolish a dream. Now everybody with a cell phone is a videographer, photographer, and talk show host. Okay? Everybody's like God's gift to entertainment.
Right.
But that's what you get. And that can't change. How long are you doing this? You're doing it only like a couple of years, right?
I started, 2022.
Because I've never heard of this scenario. Surely we've all watched some movies, and in some movies we've seen someone leave the bathtub running with bubble bath.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's pictured in my mind.
Right.
Okay, except this is a lot safer.
It's a lot safer.
Okay,
Yes.
and no burning of the eyes.
No burning of the eyes,
Okay.
no accident, no slip and falls.
So when you decide to do this, and my thought is the adult that decides to call you and say, hey, I want to have a bubble party.
Yes.
I'm like, does that work for them because it's something different?
It works for them because it's something different and we're unique. Again, we're mobile.
Right.
So we pull up, we, operate the bubbles, we play games, we pack up, we're gone. Minimal cleanup, no cleanup at all. The bubbles dissipate within 10, 15 minutes after we're gone.
So then you keep pumping out bubbles.
I keep pumping out bubbles. It's nonstop.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So you kind of did a thing about is it an arm that shoots the bubbles downwards?
Yes, I have two of the wings, I guess you can call it. I
Okay.
have the option to operate both sides of the truck to accommodate schools and church events and larger birthday parties. So it's just an arm that swings out to either side, and the bubbles come down from the machine. It's a flip of the switch. I don't need water. I come fully equipped
Okay.
with power, water, all of that. And the bubbles just come right down.
So my next question is, when the kids, kids, adults, doesn't matter. When I think of it, I think that it's wet.
It is.
So they're going to be wet.
They're going to be wet. My suggestion to the parents is to either wear a swimsuit or athletic wear, especially with the cornstarch, the colored cornstarch, that is non-toxic as well. We recommend white t-shirts because they'll get the color all over their shirts and it creates kind of like a tie-dye effect. So
Okay.
it's like a souvenir they get to keep.
So does it embed into the fabric?
It does, but if you do wash it, it does come
Okay,
out.
it does come out.
Yes.
All right. So how long does it take you to set up?
5 minutes. 5 minutes to
And
set
5
up.
minutes to break down?
5 minutes to set up and 5 minutes to break down. Glow takes a little bit longer because I have the lights and a few other things to hook up, but 5 minutes tops.
Okay. My next thought is, if it's a whole package, then do you bring like music or what?
Yes,
Okay.
music is included in the package, and I have a designated playlist.
Okay.
You know, depends on what the family prefers or what the event prefers, and I play music all throughout the party.
You have to add the song "Bubbles Up."
Bubbles Up?
Do you know that song?
I don't.
It was Jimmy Buffett's last song.
Oh yes, that's right.
Okay.
I just heard. Yes, Bubbles
Well, I'm
Up.
a parrot head, so
My family is too.
okay.
Yes.
So there's no parrot heads at Treasure Coast. We're about to launch that, and I have BubblesUpRadio.com, which I just launched.
Oh, wonderful.
But yeah, Bubbles Up is.
I
so
gotta
you'll-
add that.
You gotta add it because
Yes.
you get all the parrot heads to kind of like, this is really parrot
I
head.
will do that. I got a full weekend ahead of me, so I will add that. Thank you.
You know, it's interesting because I don't think any party can be successful without music of some
I
sort.
agree.
Even if it's in the background. Gotta have some of that other distraction, especially if you have a lot of kids, because they
Yes.
could be screaming, and I'm sure they are.
They are.
Okay?
They definitely are. They're super excited about the bubbles.
It's really strange that that is the turn on for them. Okay?
They love it.
And I'm sure they're going to chase those bubbles.
They do. Some of them are a little hesitant because they may not be aware that the bubbles are non-toxic and they won't burn their eyes, but I'm there to help them and guide them and remind them it's safe, it's okay. Especially the parents of the guest of the party.
Okay. Does your husband come out and help you? Ever?
Sometimes,
Okay.
if I need him, but it's me and only me.
Really?
I'm the entertainer. I'm it all, and I love it.
But, and again, it's your baby.
It is.
Okay, and like I say here, I have great help. I'm blessed, but nobody can do the job that I do because I've been doing it 33 years. It's like, and I started it, and everybody said how stupid it was to start. So I get it. Something like what you're doing is like so not really heard of that often.
Correct.
It's not. I don't think it's been around. Like I said, the picture in my mind is watching a movie and the kid living in the bathtub running with bubble bath and it's all over, or the dishwasher.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Those are the things. That's what you see, and I guess
That's what you see.
that's
Yes.
kind of how it really plays out,
Yes.
right? Except it's non-toxic and it doesn't burn.
Non-toxic, doesn't burn. We do a lot of marketing. We have our Facebook and Instagram. We have a great marketing team that helps us with our promotions.
Oh, okay.
So we're still getting the word out. But a
Yeah.
lot of people, just like you said, have never heard of us.
Right. No,
So
I totally understand that,
Yeah.
and it's very cool idea because we were just talking about people are always looking for something different.
Correct.
Something that makes them stand out.
Yeah, something
okay?
unique, something special for their kids.
I don't know how many kids' parties now get a clown. Probably none, or almost none. Okay, the clown thing is over. They've ruined that.
I'm scared of clowns.
okay.
I will never.
Right, they ruined that. So bubbles are just a lot more kid friendly
They are.
and family friendly.
Correct.
And especially if you don't have to clean up that much.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
That's the best part.
We're getting to the top of our time. How do people find you? You have a website?
I do have a website.
Which
It's
is?
bubbletrucktreasurecoast.com,
And a phone number?
772-267-8612.
Everybody, this is something that stands outside the box, and if you have a child and having a birthday, you will find that this child will be bragging about this forever because it's not something that every child gets. It's something that is not a one-off to just your child, but it's not something that's around constantly. So you won't see it, and your kid will probably be thrilled that it's so different. With that, everybody, check them out. Nicole, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Everybody have a great day, and we'll be right back.